Have you ever worked a place where in your first week you knew that you were out? If you're building a startup or leading a team, listen carefully. The biggest threat to your business is not the economy. It's not competition. It's not lack of funding. It's you. If you lead with emotion, ego, rigid rules, and insecurity. Today, I'm exposing the leadership traits that silently destroy startups and what young entrepreneurs must do instead. As a leadership mentor, I've watched promising businesses collapse for one simple reason: bad leadership psychology. Let's be direct. 1. Rule-following leaders who lose touch with reality. Some leaders obsess over rules instead of results. They hide behind policies instead of solving real problems. Research shows that only 13% of senior leaders are truly self-aware. That means most leaders think they're doing great while their teams are quietly disengaging. When you don't understand how your behavior affects others, you make decisions in a bubble. You enforce rules that kill creativity. You ignore market changes. You punish initiative. Startups don't fail because people break rules. They fail because leaders refuse to adapt. Stop leading from a rule book. Start leading from reality. 2. Emotional leaders who make everything about themselves. Here's a hard truth. Your emotions are not leadership strategy. Studies show that 95% of leaders believe they are self-aware, but only 10–15% actually are. That gap creates emotional chaos inside organizations. Emotional leaders overreact. They personalize feedback. They punish disagreement. They confuse loyalty with silence. Instead of focusing on growth, they focus on control. This destroys trust. It destroys speed. It destroys innovation. If you can't regulate your emotions, you have no business leading people. 3. Hiring for no weakness instead of hiring for strength. In The Hard Thing About Hard Things, Ben Horowitz gives one of the most brutal leadership lessons. Hire for strength, not lack of weakness. Young entrepreneurs make a fatal mistake. They hire safe people, people who won't challenge them, people who look good on paper but bring no edge. The result? A team full of average performers and no real winners. Great companies are built by exceptional strengths, not by good enough resumes. Stop hiring people you feel comfortable with. Start hiring people who make you better. 4. Leaders who manipulate and intrude into personal lives. Some leaders cross dangerous boundaries. They involve themselves in employees' personal lives. They guilt trip. They manipulate emotions. They demand loyalty instead of earning respect. Research shows insecure leaders often feel threatened by high-potential employees and may sabotage them to protect their ego. That behavior creates toxic cultures where people hide ideas, stop taking risks, and quietly plan their exit. Gallup reports that about 50% of employees leave jobs because of bad managers, not because of salary or workload. You are not your employee's parent. You are their leader. Respect boundaries. This is where it gets real. Research shows that past trauma and insecure attachment styles directly affect leadership behavior. Leaders with unresolved trauma are more likely to micromanage, over-control, seek validation, react emotionally, fear being outshined. They don't lead from vision. They lead from fear. And fear-driven leadership always ends in failure. Heal your inner damage or it will bleed into your business. Where this type of leadership leads your organization. Let's be brutally honest about the outcome. High employee turnover, slow decision-making, innovation collapse, toxic culture, market irrelevance, founder burnout, business failure. You cannot scale a company on ego, insecurity, and emotional chaos. If you want to build something that lasts, develop ruthless self-awareness, regulate your emotions like a professional, hire for extreme strengths, respect personal boundaries, face your trauma, lead from reality, not fantasy. Leadership is not about control. It is about clarity. It is about courage. It is about character. If this message challenged you, that's good. Growth starts with discomfort. Subscribe for real leadership wisdom. Share this with a founder who needs a wake-up call. And remember, the future of your business depends less on your idea and more on the kind of leader you choose to become. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, and lead like your legacy depends on it. Because it does.